Hello, welcome to Heart of the Killer, a comedic horror game developed by Garmentdistrict, available on gamejolt. And, well, this is the 8th entry in the Of the Killer series. You know, I've done previous playthroughs on the other games, so I recommend you check them out if you like to. But this one is about BB going on vacation and escaping romance. Guess we'll see what that means. Enter. Sometimes when I wake up, there's a moment when I don't know who or where I am. The cloak of habit falls away. I look around. I'm in an alien land, a distant country. All objects whose use will remain forever unknown to me. And then I get up and move over to the window. Okay. Well, I didn't have to read it that fast. I thought I was going to, do a thing where it's going to skip past that, everything, so I wanted to read it as fast as I can. Well, back in the strange world of these games. It turns out I'm still in the dream resort after all. The dream resort. Well, part of sleeping in a different bedroom is feeling like you might wake up as somebody else. I better start my rounds, in case it turns out I'm still myself after all. Alright. Been a while. But basically these kind of games are just kind of like, you just gotta walk around, and stuff happens, and it's weird, basically. Outside, it's another indistinguishable, perfect summer day. Nothing is stirring within any of the other buildings of the compound. Isn't there anyone in here who has the dust? I don't know. Around. I believe, actually, the developer, which, by the way, is, the name is Garmentdistrict, but really the Catamites, by the way. Or how do you say Catamites? Catamites? I don't know. Same developer who made Space Funeral and Goblet Grotto, I believe. Those are pretty kind of like well-known indie games. I believe, they're just gonna put all of these games as an anthology, actually, on their itch.io page. At the moment, though, at least the time recording this, is all on gamejolt, however. Anyway, participant survey. Man, I wish they at least start practice with these. Please use attach pencil to fill in the response. Use the X key to check where appropriate. Answers will only be shared with interested parties. Okay. Number 1. What did you dream about last night? Check as many as apply. Erotic disavowal? Disavowal? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Disavowal? Collecting plastic figurines. Being chased around. Memory of particular basement. Memory of multiple basements. Friend whose face you could no longer recall. Arguments. Carpet warehouse or other. Can I choose other? How about like everything? I just choose everything. Who cares? How do you feel about sleep? It's funny. I like sleep, but like I tend to stay up, too long, and then I end up not getting enough sleep for some reason. I don't know why, but it's always like I'm like I can do one more thing before I go to sleep, and it ends up like being way past midnight. I suppose it's necessary. How would you describe your condition on waking? Definitely groggy. Have you seen this person? Have you seen this person? I don't know. I'm just gonna draw on it real quick. I mean, it just looks like a shadow. I mean, I remember when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, I always saw my closet. It's just shirts or whatever. But then I think there's a monster in the closet. It looks like a monster, even though I know it's not a monster. It's like in the dark though, it just looks like a monster. But that's what it reminds me of. It's just a shadow, but it looks like a person. Unsure. I'm unsure. I don't think that survey matters. But anyway, a new world of exciting wallpaper greets me from behind the door. I guess they're still coming in to redecorate while I'm asleep. Today's style is to stand by pop art basement. Ah, yes. A dog? A dog is hugging a human? The tissue drawers are varnished shut, can't be opened, possibly for insurance liability reasons. Stock photographs of smiling families stare down at me from atop the shelves. It's getting harder to tell how long I've been staying for. How long I've been staying. For a while I kept a tally, but someone else seems to have been adding to lately. The little pipe's a nice touch, though. Okay. We've been stuck here for a while, I guess? In the Dream Resort. The sofa is covered in some hard, waxy substance that makes it impossible to lie down at any length of time. Is this placeholder furniture, or could it be interior design? Outside in the corridor, it's quiet and still. No noise but the sound of distant elevators moving up and down behind the walls. I have to assume things will be less creepy here once this place is actually open for business, but it's hard to say for sure. You going here? The dressing room feels like being stuck inside a wardrobe. The air is still and heavy, as if smothered by too many coats. Well, I better see what my options are today. Heaped with ornate frocks and gowns, expensive looking but weirdly out of style, like they were pillaged in bulk from an abandoned prop warehouse. Well, at least that would explain some of the stains. Decisions. We gotta choose? And these are both sort of preppy. It's just two colors. It's just... Is this shirt? Or this shirt? Sure, I'll just choose this one. It'll do, but maybe it's for the best that nobody will actually see me in these. Behind me, something slides beneath the door. Door? What's this? Participant survey. Hi, I'm participant. I love to dress up in fashionable styles. Press the X button to make smart statements I agree with. My favorite clothes that make me feel like girl CEO, girl boss, murder victim, fast casual, or unidentifiable. I can't say that word for some reason. Unidentifiable. I like feeling like a girl boss. In my new outfit, I feel like I'm more or less likely to achieve my goals. More likely to achieve my goals. I feel more or less likely to find love. Sure. I feel more or less likely to walk into forbidden areas. Sure. I feel more likely that my body will ever be found. Yes. Both, I guess. I don't know. I never caught a glimpse of whoever leads those forms around. Maybe it's for the best. I'm never sure if I'm supposed to tip in these kind of situations. Oh, same. I feel like you have to tip for everything nowadays. I don't even know anymore. The other rooms are already boarded up. It seems a bit much as a security measure, but I guess it's nice to have a break from the overall frou-frou aesthetic of this place. Or frou-frou? Frou-frou? How do we check in the, Dream Resort in the first place? What happened? One day you dream and then you ended up here? As ever, the dollar boy securely bolted the table at the end of the hall. I have no idea what any of the buttons do because I refuse to touch it and find out. Electronic dollar boy. You can dial one of 5 boys. Mike? What does that say? Oh, it's Bob. I thought it was like Bog? No, it was Bob. Paul, Carlos, and Dave. Wow. Well, I guess we're not going to use that. We don't need a boy. Who needs boys? The elevator descends, carrying me further to the complex. As I delicately partake of the coffee muffins left inside, I think back to the events which first brought me to this place. Num num num. Flashback. Ominous flashback. Okay. You're wearing sunglasses? Hey, it's Agent BP. What's up? Boss, I've decided to resign my commission as a mystery shopper. It doesn't pay very well. It was fun at first, paid to roam around the shopping district looking for things that didn't fit. Empty aisles, furniture that looked off-brand. Each discovery seemed charged with secret meaning. A hidden transmission from the heart of the mall. Okay, 50% sale. You have nothing better to do? Would you like to make some money? Mystery Shoppers Incorporated. Join today. Okay. again, very surreal aesthetic. I feel like is, you know, the main thing about these games. Well, the main thing about the developer in general, anyway. I started to like the feeling of being somebody else. A name nobody knew, a secret agent, investor of the mysterious authority of a consumer, a passport to the frozen world of window displays. BB, thanks for another great report on Milestone 5, smiley face, the boss. 79867, whatever that means, is a secret code. Secret ARG the developer has made, maybe. I wouldn't put it past them. But soon I had second thoughts about the work, about renting my senses to the highest bidder, as if not even my perceptions were really my own, a tool of store surveillance, a private eye. I started dreaming about being pursued through strange malls by figures I couldn't see, having signed up to a store credit schemes on terms that I knew I'd never be able to afford. Is that so? Well, that's a shame. I was just about to contact you about this new opportunity. Peaceful secluded resort seeks sample guests. Must be comfortable free room, boring solitude, exciting decor, competitive pay. How about it? One more job? One more job. One last job. One last job, Arthur. Surprisingly, it's all been going fine, although I'm still not sure with exactly what a resort is or what you do when you get to one. It seems to involve a lot of statues. I guess so. You just look at the statues and you're like, yes, I'm in a resort. Rooms so dense of ornament that it's easy to feel lost within them, or like an ornament yourself. Is this place just a fantasy camp for people that dream about turning into furniture? Okay. I guess the real question is why they're lodging me here to begin with, given that I'm not exactly the target audience for a place like this. Although I can't imagine who else it would be. Or who else it could be. Maybe. Not sure where to go. Let's go over here. Swallows? Swallows, right? I always don't know how to pronounce certain words, but swallows of plastic ivy have been glued upon the walls. The door under is locked tight. I guess it's a staff location, staff room. Typical staff room. Covered by the power of, nature. For the courageous, there's a pool out in the open courtyard. The windows of neighbor apartment units stare down like empty eyes from every side. Personally, I didn't bring trunks. I mean, yeah, it's like a hotel. I always hear about hotels and their pools. Never been to a hotel, actually. I don't know. Never actually needed one. So, I've never actually been to a hotel. I mean, it sounds kind of nice, I'm assuming if you go to a nice hotel anyway. You get to stay in a fancy room. The way in leads through one of the specialty suites. The immense white body of the Marlboro horse takes up most of the space in the room. Is it this horse? It has no head. I guess it lost his head. Out of habit, I checked the bookshelf on my way through. Gothic romances, some kind of girl detective franchise. Did they find anything that fit the theme? Kind of reminds me of... I mean, actually, yeah, these clothes, are exactly the ones you could have picked, actually. Another survey. Your desires are our business. What is your opinion about cowboys? I mean, for one, they're a myth. They never actually existed. They're just a Hollywood myth. Anyway. And most of them were actually just kind of like, criminals. They're like the equivalent of pirates, where they're kind of like historically romanticized as like, oh, these like saviors, or like they have cool guns and they save people from the bad guys, but actually they tend to be the bad guys themselves. You would think like people who are like wandering town to town with like a horse and a gun, is like most likely they're the criminal actually, and starting up trouble. But Plus, you're opinion about cowboys. But you know what? The aesthetic? If you're just talking about the aesthetic, though, sure, why not? Yeehaw. Without warning, a smiling, handsome cowboy walks in front of your front door. Your immediate response is fear. Do you remember the Red River Valley? Occasionally. There's the paraphernalia. I can't say that word for some reason, but you know, the paraphernalia of paraphernalia anyway of cattle ranching hold emotional meaning to your heart. Prefer not to say. Next is the exhibit hall, set up to allow guests to live out their fantasies of being lost inside a boutique furniture showroom. The velvet drapes sway slowly in the breeze from the AC. Oh, nice. Ideals for Living Dreamland Furniture Collection, coming soon to the various stores near you. Mass production pending following user feedback trials. I have one of, like, organs. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow, physics. Has there been any physics in these games so far? I don't know, that's just crazy technology to me. Even though, obviously, it's nothing new, but it's new to the games, I think. You know, developers are trying new things in their games every time they make a new one in these series. Okay, meet your... these are dial a boy, candidates or whatever. Mike, the firm but fair CEO of the Dream Resort. Business is his number one love, but could there be room for another in his heart? Bob, yeehaw! This Ruinton's CFO enjoys lasso, yodeling, and late nights on mountain plains. He's said to be looking for his very own suite of the rodeo. Paul, the artist for the board. Paul is creative and shines in the marketing department. He's brooding but deep. Will amuse a lion to complete his masterwork at last. Carlos, the zany one. Carlos can be identified by his catchphrase, hamburgers. But is easy going to meet or hide a sensitive soul? Did I say steamed clams? No, steamed hams. Tom, representing the HR department. Tom is also Prince Regent of the distant landlocked country of Aldovia. With his old world charm, he's sure to treat a lady right. Okay. Meet the C-suite. The C-suite, I guess. The, what does CEO stand for again? I actually forgot. I remember before, but what does C stand for? CEO, like, I'm gonna look it up. I'm stuck on that now. Chief Executive Officer. Chief Executive Officer. So the chief suite, as in, like, the people who are, like, top of the corporation. That's what the C-suite means, I guess. I'm assuming. The face in this painting seems familiar, but no time to think about that now. There's the bell for focus group testing. I'm not sure what happens if I stop showing up, but somehow I get the feeling it's not a good idea to find out. What was over here? I'm assuming I've been here already, but okay, it's just behind here. Right? Been here before, right? Also, these are weird statues. Anyway, they look scary. But time to go to group testing. Where's the rest of the group? Is it just us? Can you call it a group test if it's just one person? Welcome to the experience room. Use left and right keys to indicate emotions. Posable Commander Data Star Trek figurine. Oh, I have to do it fast. Fear. I choose fear. I don't like barbed wire. That hurts. Limited edition Funko Pop. Fear. I hate Funko Pop. I hate Funko Pop. Car crash victim autopsy photographs. A little bit of fear. Chair made of chicken bones. That's just disgusting. That's gross. I don't like it. Liminal photograph of empty themed restaurant circa 1998. That looks interesting. Old boxing glove with a circular saw blade. Kind of weird. No fear. I'm scared of it. VHS player filled with chewing gum. That's just gross. Quantum Souvenir Shop t-shirt? Wow. Wait. Guantanamo Bay is like the prison, right? Anyway, I forgot what Guantanamo Bay was. It's like that, like, I forget exactly what it was, but like, it was like a prison where like people are sent and like, it was known to like commit a lot of like human rights violations or something like that. Anyway. Boy, the exam in life really takes it out of you. Other coffee doesn't help much either. I could swear I once found a bathroom around here. There's no bathrooms? Over like a fat rat, peas in a pod. Do 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 do. Oh, that's just us. We're just peeing. Hello, are you new? You must be a fellow guest reviewer. Call me CC. In my spare time, I edit a zine about the strange occurrences that happen in the city, many of which seem to revolve around an elusive figure I refer to as the murderer. That seems strangely familiar. Was there another character? What was the other character? It was ZZ, right, or something? I remember the other character that was featured, in previous games. Anyway, oh, is that so? Are you the only other person here? Well, let me think. There's also HH, II, and JJ. Okay. But listen, I think I found out the truth about what's going on in this place. Oh, gotta run, but meet me here tomorrow. I'll give you the full scoop. Bye for now. I guess I should be reassured to find out I have peers. So why does it feel like it's time to skip town? Who's calling me at the dead of night? I will not pick up the phone, I'll be honest. Unless there's something like, if there's any context for me having to pick up the phone at night, I don't pick up the phone at night. I'm asleep. There's no way I'm picking up the phone. Like, I don't know, if someone's dying, whatever, then call the police. Don't call me. Where is the phone, actually? I mean, is it the phone outside? I'm assuming. Hello? Hello? What's that sound? How about I don't? How about I simply walk away? I'm dead. Okay. Ah! Wait, that was a dream. Must have been a dream. But isn't this a different bedroom to the one I was staying in before? I don't actually remember heading back to my room last night. Although I put that up to a general monotony of days around here. Am I still even in the same building as last time? Are you? I don't know. I'm just admiring the art. Where should I go? I don't know. There's a choice. I can't make choices. Go this way, or I can go the other way. This way. I guess I'll go this way. There's the phone, I guess. That makes me curious. I'm curious now. What was the other way? Look, that's what happens if you give me choices. Like, I want to pick both. I don't want to pick one. I just want to have both. I want to have my cake and eat it too, okay? What does that even mean, by the way? Having your cake. I mean, I know what it means. I know, like, it's about, like, choosing something that benefits you either way, even though it's not meant to. I guess, having your cake and eating it too. But like, isn't that normal? I mean, what would you choose otherwise? Would you only eat it, or would you only have the cake? I don't get it. When you take a cake, wouldn't you eat it anyway? was just curious what was this way. Okay. Illusion of choice, I think. Because, yeah, they both lead to the same room. Like a Telltale game. Or like Bioshock. Like a Bioshock game, anyway. The dial boy last night was ringing, but was the call meant a warning or a threat? The grinning yet impassive faces of the boys provide no answer. I guess the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, and they're gonna kill you, or something. Anyway. Somehow I make my way back to the bathroom, or at least to another one that looks just like it. There's nobody around, but something glints at the edge of the mirror. Is it CC? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. No, it's a vent. It's just a sussy vent. I'm gonna go through a sussy vent again. That seems to be a theme in the game series, by the way. You always go through vents. Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was crashing or something, huh? Okay. Oh, okay, I remember. Wasn't there like an eyeball, looking through a painting before? I guess, maybe this is the person that's looking through the paintings. Possibly. A table stacked with documents. A familiar face looks back. Well, at least now I know that it wasn't a dream. Contract dossier 009, the spook. Master's degree, is that what it stands for? Master's degree, MBA. University of Chicago, Advanced Field Research School of the Americas. Member of RAGGMOPP, or RAGMOP, a reclusive management consultancy that meets in a remote Swiss villa once a year to discuss forbidden business synergies. Oh yes, the forbidden business strategies. The existence of the spook has been a subject to official denial for so long that he no longer seems to possess any bodily form, requiring the use of a large plastic bag to get around. I see. On the table, I find a conspicuous-looking keychain and note. The ivy opens after dark. There's also... Hey, wait a second, I know this. This is Marcy's World. Marcy's World. Number 1. Audiences around the world were moved by its earnest depiction of a maiden's heart. As a result, it sold like gangbusters, and the fabled 1990s zine boom began. Let me honest, I don't know anything about zines. And I still, I used to think that zines were pronounced zines, Apparently they're pronounced zines. Which makes no sense to me, but it's supposed to be from the word magazine, right? I don't know. When you take it out of the word though, and just look at it by itself, to me it's zine. Anyway. Marcy's World number 2, on the other hand, took 10 years to come out, costs $100 million to produce, and sold approximately 30 copies. Isn't that how it works? Usually it's the original thing everyone loves, but the sequel, well, not always, but often, just completely, fails. Well, that was when we knew the golden age wouldn't come back. I wonder what this is doing here. Doll made of synthetic hair. Apple filled with drawing pins. Princess Diana commemorative beanie baby. Intrigues or not, it's probably a good time to think about getting out of here. The focus testing products seem like they're getting increasingly deranged. Oh yeah, the one where you choose from desire to fear, I guess. Who's calling again? Maybe I don't need to grab my stuff. Well, at least it's nice weather for a stroll. Beneath the moon, the rooftops sprawl and ramble like a pleasure garden. Behind me, I hear the creak of the bedroom door of the monster going into my room, trying to kill me. Let's just go in here instead. Ah yes, another questionnaire seems to be waiting on the roof. Tonally, an up step up in familiarities. Beloved, flee Flee swiftly to the central tower, where my secret private submarine docked underneath the compound shall whisk us both away to a new life of romance and adventure. Don't you know who this is? Look into your heart. I would also be obliged if you would fill out the departure survey below. How would you rate your stay? 4 stars. Would you recommend this to a friend? I'll think about it. What's your favorite part of the resort? Freshlands, wallpaper, horse room, pool, mounting fear of being killed, our complimentary muffins service. Well, that was it. That was the best part. I'm pretty sure I don't know anyone who owns a submarine. What's this doing on the roof anyway? Do they get a lot of people passing through here? You know, it's all part of the resort experience, obviously. Going out through those windows. Enter into my body. Yeah. Not a lot of grip strength with those boneless trash bag arms, motherfucker. Go back to waving at people outside car dealerships. We're gonna go over here instead. I make it back to the courtyard pretty quick, which is surprising given how directionless this whole place seems to be. Maybe I started nearer than I thought? Oh, Uzumaki there? Anything in here? No, nothing. Okay. The ivy door hangs open in the dark. I didn't even need to use the key. Okay, so this is the pool was, right? I remember. Well, then again, I guess the place is always shifting. So maybe not exactly. Phoebe, come quick. Don't you recognize my voice? It's me, the beloved, the one from your dreams. I'm here, real life. I'm waiting for you. I'm in the room in the resort. Okay, mysterious voice. You know my name. Why won't you call it? All you have to do is call. I'm counting on you now. Which one am I? Reach out. I'll be there. I need you to call. Call me. Call me. I said I'm not touching the fucking dollar, boy. Okay. You know, on the basis of your questionnaire results, you really should have emotionally imprinted at least one of them by now. Would it help if you've put on an alternate A/B tested dial a girl group instead? Not particularly. Wait, who are you? Well, it happens sometimes. We do our best to give people what they want, but sometimes there's some unfortunate soul who doesn't seem to know what that might be. How about we just fit you up for something off the rack? No, she doesn't want boys nor girls. What the heck? This is a completely different game. What? Pumpkin Summer! Using Unity assets. Maybe. Well, I don't know actually. I have no idea. I just know like a lot of people use like default Unity assets to make their games. And then I woke up in a nameless city. One I knew to be a curse. Phoebe, come downstairs. I made pancakes for the Harvest Festival. Alright. Welcome to a completely different game. I don't know. I don't know if it's Unity necessarily, but it does kind of remind me like just generic stock, graphics. It's shaped like a house, but the proportions are all wrong. These walls and furniture seem to bear no trace of earthly manufacture. So why do I feel like I've seen all this before? It's as if I've been like in a video game or something. Strange. Look at these textures. Wow. I mean, comparatively, it's just very different, but like, comparatively, technically, it's like higher graphics than your typical, game from the developer where everything is just in MS Paint. But, I mean, obviously that adds to the style, it adds to the uniqueness of the games because it's all made in MS Paint, but So short. BB is so short. So small. The rooms whine? I guess, yeah, the rooms whine aimlessly as though misremembered from a dream. Huge, functionless chambers branch out from the central passage and seem to contain nothing but a handful of props. I mean, it kind of looks normal actually, but here's a laundry room. Oh, this is a nice house. Mm. Probably costs us like, millions of dollars in this economy. Oh, nice. From the kitchen, there's a smell of burning. Somehow, I can already see the breakfast nook and little island counter thing clearly in my mind. But where am I? How do I know all this? I mean, it's kind of like, how does BB herself see this world? Is it normal or is it completely different? Because she's drawn in a different way. It's kind of like how anime characters or cartoon characters watch cartoon shows. It's like, that's not like, to them that's a cartoon, but it's also what they're drawn as. Is like, how do they see the world? I don't know. Also, camera angle. But that's the thing about these games, this like, I don't know, call it. It's not fixed camera angles, but it's like you can't move the camera angle yourself. Down the stairs, I glimpse a darkened chamber, sprawling out at random far beneath the earth. Presumably, this room is used for religious ceremonies of some description. Okay. Which is to say, is the garage. Okay. Maybe the joke is that, everything is like very normal, but like to BB, it's like a strange world to her, compared to like what we normally see. To us, is a strange world as the audience, where we go through her like typical place, but to her, it's normal, right? I don't know. It's like she got teleported to a new dimension. Hello, mother. Good morning, sleepyhead. It's me, your sister. Oh, she's sister, not my mother. Are you excited for the festival today? I know you're a hotshot big city writer now, just passing through as part of our book tour for your whole hotly anticipated novel. Might be a great way to reconnect with your life-affirming small-town roots. You should say hi to everyone at the Pumpkin Festival. They say that Greg from high school will be there. Remember Greg from high school? Whatever you say. Oh, okay. I was wondering. Okay, that was Cece, right? The character we saw before briefly, and she's missing her eyes, and everyone else is missing her eyes. At least the ones that are, drawn in our style. Was that really my sister? It's not her to be awake during the day. Anyway, it's all coming back to me. Yes, this is my quaint hometown, although for some reason it reminds me of Vancouver. Okay, well, maybe not. My theory is that maybe my theory is wrong. Actually, maybe she does see everything as well. Also, Vancouver. That's a very like Canadian thing to say. Also, okay. Hello, citizen. Oh yes, more flesh blobs. Everyone outside is carving pumpkins in the street. Do you really get pumpkins in summer? I always thought they were a seasonal fruit. Gourd, or whatever. Oh, yes, pumpkins. It's just pumpkins, that's all. I used to be a big shot vampire fiction author, but a chance meeting on a plane reminded me of the importance of love and family. I've never been happier. Also, Greg from high school is asking after you. Thank you. I wish you the best. Good morning. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Don't talk to me until I've had my pumpkin coffee. You can be very happy with Greg from high school. Don't talk to me until I have my pumpkin coffee. Yes, indeed. Many people are saying this. I guess they're all puppets. That's the idea, all these like corpses are just puppets. Pumpkins burst through soil like corpses squeezed from shallow graves, as if the earth itself were too choked with flesh for further entry, and the living were consigned to a narrowing circle within the legions of the dead, the numberless murdered of the history of the world. I get it already, Greg from high school. Jesus, you're gonna repeat that every time. This is very liminal. You know, makes sense. I mean, just in general, the games are surreal, but like it makes sense in the context of dreams, you know, because technically we're in the dream resort and everything. Now we're in the liminal space, and no matter where we walk, it just ends up, it just ends up continuing forever and ever. Oh yes, is that Greg? Well, I don't like you. Ah! Will you marry me? Ah, sure, why not? Sure! Ah, I got caught up in the moment! Abort! Abort! Ah yes, happily married. Great. Got like a wedding dress and everything. It's the happiest day of your life, baby. Maybe not. Time to cut the cake. Oh, what? You think you're too good for Greg from high school, too? Yes, he looks like someone who strangles his wife in a Tennessee Williams play. I feel like there's a reference to something. Probably. Look, I have a schedule here. What if you just told me what your horrible private death fantasies are and we can make them come true? We have the technology. Ha! Nice try! But this is just like a time when I was 8 and my friends showed me a picture of S Club 7 and asked me which one I liked. And I had no strong opinions, so I just picked one of them at random and then everyone else went, ew! That's not what I'm talking about. S Club 7. Wait, how about this one? Look, it's the Maniac Pixie Dream Girl. She'll make you a mixtape for when she's chopping you apart. No! I don't like that trope. Run away! Actually... Okay. I was wondering you could die. Here's Bort again. Play night? But what about this? High-powered office romance. BB, I need you to work late tonight. You're having dinner with a very important client. Me! Is that even legal? That's workplace harassment. Boobs. Don't worry, it's art. You know, it's just art. So hopefully I don't get banned. Also, is this one of these? Yeah, you know, I forget the person, but like, there's always like a guest artist. You know, like a particular guest artist that always draws something for one of these games. I think it's this artist in particular. They always draw it, you know, something for one of these games every time. Welcome, investors! You can now give me money. Do it. Welcome, bon venant. What does desire look like in the world of casual mass death? For obvious reasons, top retailers have begun asking this question. Now it can be answered. Rag Mop, acting in collaboration with the Consumer Survey Institute, is proud to announce the Dream Resort, a bleeding-edge romantic horror simulacrum designed to furnish you with behavioral demographic details and love-dead imaginaries of the day's top youth subcultures. Special group rates available. Ask for Marcy. Wait, Marcy as in... That's right. With the commercial failure of Marcy's World number 2, I moved into consultant work to clear the debt. That's where I ran into the Spooks people. They too were consultants in a way. It's for you. Just say what you want. Can it really be that hard? Don't worry, it'll be all over soon. What I want... Cha-Cha the tree frog. What? It's the name of the frog-themed animal mascot from the Rainforest Cafe. Oh, that was kind of deep cut. Do you maybe want the frog from the Warner Bros. Cartoon instead? I don't want anything. I just think it's interesting. It's an interesting design. Don't look at me. Fuck you. Show me your design. You think they're so great. It's a weird... I guess BB has a weird fetish for, like, cartoon frogs. Oh, time to get bored. Now we're in here. Right. Good. Amazing. Everyone, or everything, has eyes. They're all looking at you. They all know what you're up to. They see you. Hey, what's up? Oh, okay. Alright, see ya. He's just running around. They didn't even do anything. They're just like, hey, what's up? Excuse me. Excuse me? Pardon me? Just going through the hand world. Hooded figures watch each other in the corridors, scratch holes in the wallpaper where they can see and not be seen, leap out and drag themselves below to be tortured in the maze of secret prisons. This is the dream of the spook. Of the garbage creature, I guess, that has to live inside like a garbage bag. You know, it always bewildered me when people said that they liked Marcy's World #1. It seemed like such a put-on to me, so calculated. What could I do? People told me what they liked and I believed them. So I kept doing it, but then people didn't want it anymore. And it turned out they didn't even know just what they wanted. The people I trusted to know to tell me, so that I know what I wanted too. And so I became a consultant to find out what people liked. Okay. I assume that was... I mean, we already know about, the creator of Marcy's World. Marcy. Just so you know, this is a real violation of my employment contract. So that tower... That's funny though, like Marcy, that's like, that's too real though. It's like, people don't know what they want, it's like, oh, okay, like video game sequels, it's like, they want more of this, but then as it turns out when, it's either like, the sequel is either like too innovative, and then people don't like it because it's too different, or it's more of the same, and people still don't like it because it's just recycling, the same ideas, and people get bored. And it's like, no matter what you do, a sequel just never works out. Anyway, unless, and sometimes it does work out, but you gotta find the right balance, the right time and the right place. I don't know. But a lot of the time, sequels just never work out for some reason. I don't know. Everything recorded went into the spook's memory. Survey results, Sarah receipts, interrogations, secret photographs, phone calls, final breaths, final wishes. Very corporate. It's just business. Capture data bleeding and transform inside the night mind into something else, a glimpse into the desire of the age. The sex dreams of the bodiless serial torture of the desires of the age? What else? Just like in a romantic movie, sometimes the thing you're looking for was around you the whole time. You'll be told exactly who you are and what you want. Would you like to know for sure? Wait a minute, Marcy, hold up. You don't have to go in there. I mean, I liked Marcy's World #2. You did? I mean, I couldn't get the CD around to play, but the Kathy Acker interview was good. BP, you can come with me if you want. You can know things about yourself that only the advertisers know. I'll take my chances. Well, it's a privilege of you to never have to recognize yourself, but maybe you'll want someday to be told exactly what it is you wanted. You might find yourself trying to come back here in your dreams. Okay. And thus we wake up. And then I woke up. The hotel had been abandoned. The shoddy construction materials of the Dream Resort were already collapsing back in the forest mulch. Wary of my travels through the country of desire, when I got back home, I decided to do the opposite. And spent the day playing video games instead. You won't last 10 seconds in this game, my lord. Isn't that just a parody of like clickbait mobile game ads? What do you mean? I mean, that's usually in reference to like porn. But anyway. Frog porn? Splatterman. Is that what I'm saying? It was Splatterman. I don't know, anyway. There you go. That's the game, It's surreal as always. It's just strange. I don't know what to say. It's just weird. It's probably a lot of references, by the way. Like, it's so many references just kind of fly over my head, to be honest. I guess I'm just not cool. I just don't get all the references. But, it's still pretty fun to go through and everything. It's just, I don't know. It's just a very, I don't know how to say. It's like an offbeat type of humor, I guess. It always, it's always like gets a little spooky, but like it always ends up with like a really silly joke at the end. That's the idea, right? It's just comedy horror is the idea, but still, like, it's still kind of like at least the game series, still tries to tries to do like a bit of scary stuff, right, and everything. It's just like she's just I guess got caught up in like a corporate survey like test about trying to find like an audience for their like business idea, which is trying to like extracting the data from their like actions and their desires into the perfect horror romance experience is the idea, I guess. And the reason is because of Marcy, the person who got a big boost in popularity from their first movie, but then same movie. Was it a movie? I think it was a movie, right? She said CD-ROM. I'm not sure if it was a movie or like something like that's a type of media. But then her sequel didn't do so well, so that's why she went into like this weird, horror dream business instead is the idea. But then she went away, and then she like, I guess got consumed, I guess, by like the spook, I assume, right? That's what happened, I think. I don't think I understood all of that. But anyway, but then again, it's still like, I don't know, it was still entertaining, I guess. La like surreal aesthetics, and it definitely, the part where everything was like Unity assets. I'm assuming it's Unity assets. I'm not sure entirely if it's literally Unity assets, but that was pretty fun as well. Yeah. There you go. And I guess that's it for Heart of the Killer. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the channel, so you can look for those if you want, which includes the other entries of this game series. So far, this one's the 8th one, so like 7 more that are available on my channel. And believe one more as well. Like in total, I think there's going to be 9. I'll probably check out the final one as well when it comes out. Well, there you go. Yeah. I guess thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.